Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 4:30.
A round of wintry weather on the way to much of central and eastern Kentucky. We'll put a track on it and tell you what to expect straight ahead.
We will hear from a man who says he was nearly hit overnight in a drive-by shooting. WKYT News at 4:30 starts now.
Good afternoon to you. Amber Philpott and Sam Dick reporting it is among the busiest travel days of the year. You should have, though, clear weather if you are traveling through Kentucky right now.
Looks pretty good right there. This is a live look at Interstate 75 where travelers are already on the highways. If you wait until tomorrow morning, though, you might have to deal with some snow. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. He's tracking our Thanksgiving forecast on the First Alert Defender. So many people want to know what this weather's going to be like.
Yeah, you were noticing there on the roads, everything is A-OK, though clouds beginning to increase. So we go from planes, trains, and automobiles to the sky out there. Take a look at the delays currently for the airports. No major delays. Lexington, Louisville, into the Northern Kentucky airport. Regional airports are in pretty good shape as well. That includes Knoxville, Columbus, Indianapolis, into Huntington. Now we broaden out the scope a little bit, and all of a sudden now we're beginning to see some significant delays across the areas we've said to expect those delays. New York and Boston. So along that northeastern seaboard with that big winter storm, that's the area getting in on significant delays. So if you're flying out over the next few hours, go ahead and check ahead to make sure your flight is still in good shape. Rain into western Kentucky now beginning to switch over to a period of snow. That is our system that is going to dive across southern Kentucky and the volunteer state of Tennessee a little later on tonight. That's a clipper. You don't normally see a clipper around here in November, let alone on Thanksgiving Eve. But that is the system that is likely to put down some light accumulations into parts of central and southern Kentucky especially. So I've put together a map that shows the best chance of picking up an inch of snow would be for that area between Lexington and London as it stands right now. But guys, everybody at least in the game for some light snows developing a little later on tonight. We'll come back in a little bit and we'll track that in greater detail on Live First Alert Defender.
All right, thank you, Chris. Holiday travelers are also taking to the skies today, as Chris mentioned, but a winter storm in the Northeast could delay or even cancel some flights.
Yes, so far today, only a few departures and arrivals have been delayed to and from cities like Minneapolis, Detroit, Philadelphia, even Chicago. But even some people who are heading south are still worried about traveling this holiday weekend.
Someone told me that it was going to snow on Sunday, so I was worried about coming back. But I think we should be fine. I don't know if we're actually still going to get snow in Lexington, but I'm excited to go to warmer weather and not the northern part of the country where it's cold and snowy right now.
If you are planning to fly between today and Sunday, Bluegrass Airport officials recommend arriving about an hour and a half before your scheduled flight.
Now, the roads will also be very crowded, but not just with people heading home for the holidays.
Lexington police are taking steps to deal with all that extra traffic from those holiday shoppers. Jennifer Palumbo is at the live desk for us with tips to keep you safe on the roads and at the stores. Hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Amber. The holiday shopping season is about to start, and Lexington police want shoppers to stay safe. Police are also working with the city's traffic engineering department to make traffic flow better in those busy shopping areas. They've already changed the timing of the traffic lights and posted signs about the traffic plans around Fayette Mall, Hamburg Pavilion, and downtown Lexington. Police say this is also the time of year when criminals are looking for easy targets.
And so we feel like it's our responsibility to remind people that we all have to take responsibility for being our own protector and making sure that we're not creating a situation where criminals see us as an easy target.
We'd also ask you to pay attention to your surroundings. If you see something that just doesn't seem right, call us, move to a safer location. An officer will be dispatched out to check out that area.
Police also remind you to lock your car doors and hide your valuables in the trunk if possible. And people who don't want to wait until Friday can shop for bargains tomorrow. Several stores will be open on Thanksgiving. You can find a shopping guide with the store times on WKYT.com. At the live desk, Jennifer Palumbo, WKYT.
Jennifer, thank you. And speaking of all of that shopping, we have a way that you can get a head start finding all those Black Friday deals. The Herald Leader will start selling tomorrow's paper with all those ads tonight at 8. You can buy them at the Herald Leader parking lot on Midland Avenue and also in Brandon Crossing right in front of Marshall's.
We're also tracking a crime alert after an overnight drive-by shooting in Lexington.
Police say just after midnight, several cars had their windows shot out in a neighborhood off Old Paris Pike. They say the suspects were driving around in a stolen Ford F-250. One victim we talked to says he was cleaning up the damage when the suspects came back.
Actually, they came back around and tried to shoot at me with BB guns, so I'm pretty sure that was them.
Police did find that stolen truck. The suspects were driving on Rogers Road. No arrests have been made. An early morning fire that damaged a Lexington home has been ruled arson. Investigators say someone walking past the house on Ash Street off Georgetown Street saw the flames and called for help. Firefighters say the vacant home did not have electricity. They were able to contain that fire to the back of the home. No arrests have been made either. Police are looking for 3 men accused of robbing a delivery driver at knife point. It happened overnight at an apartment on Winburn Drive. The Domino's employee told police when he got out of his car, a man wearing a red ski mask put a knife to his throat. That's when he says 2 other men stole his cash and the pizzas. AAA is predicting a record 41.6 million people will take to the highway this holiday, and there's a danger you may not know about on Kentucky roadways. Thousands of guardrails on Kentucky roads could be a danger to drivers. Joshua Harmon filed a lawsuit against guardrail maker Trinity Industries, claiming the company changed the design of the guardrail head without telling the Federal Highway Safety Commission. Trinity was recently found liable in the case. We went with Harmon to look at guardrails in southern Kentucky, and we only found one that fit what Harmon calls a safe standard.
These things are made like a rifle barrel. That head has to go up that terminal in just a split second. If you change those dimensions, bad things will happen.
Sam Dick is in the newsroom with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on this story that she's working on for WKYT at 6.
Amber, thank you. So, Miranda, what's the main issue with these alleged dangerous guardrails?
Well, this guy that filed the lawsuit says that the company changed the dimensions of the guardrail back in the mid-2000s and didn't tell anybody. And he says this dimension changes everything for drivers.
And he says those dimension changes are deadly, possibly.
Right. He says that, you know, guardrails are supposed to react certain ways when you hit it. If you hit it straight on, it should crunch in. If you hit it to the side, it should go to the side. We actually, when we were riding with him, ran across one that had just been hit or in an accident of some kind. And it was one of these alleged faulty ones, and it had curled forward. It didn't do what it was supposed to do and go out. So he has a point there.
So are these guardrails that we're talking about all over the state, like hundreds of them?
Apparently, Sam, there are hundreds of them, but the interesting thing is we don't know for sure because they contract these jobs out, and the state has no way of knowing which ones are exactly these models. So if they get in a situation where they're going to have to change out these guardrails, it's going to cost a pretty penny, like in the millions.
All right, you're shining another light on the safety issue that affects a lot of us. Thank you, Miranda, and look forward to your story coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. Amber?
Light snow possible across parts of the Bluegrass State. We'll put a track on what to expect straight ahead.